You've been asking me how much does it cost to be a professional beatboxer? Is it possible to become a professional beatboxer for low price? How much can you expect to earn as a beatboxer? What is actually being a professional beatboxer? What are the missions to do? These are some of the questions we are going to cover today. I'll share my experience as a professional beatboxer and explore the topics related to what we can observe in the beatboxing scene. Let's first enter the topic with the definition of being a pro beatboxer. What does it really mean? Does being a pro beatboxer mean competing all around the world? Or does it mean judging battles? Does it mean teaching beatbox? Or does it mean being a YouTuber? The first thing you should know is that being a beatboxer as a job means nothing and everything at the same time. The most common path envisioned by beatboxers follows the classic formula: work hard, win major competitions, judge battles, and perform at shows. I would say the most significant competition to win nowadays is GBB. Winning the World Championships doesn't seem to drastically impact a career, aside from giving you the credibility to secure shows, judge battles, or negotiate higher rates. It also appears that winning the World Championships doesn't offer the same level of visibility as it did back in 2012 and 2015 when Skiller and Alem won their titles. Battling is a high leverage path that can significantly impact your career by helping you build an audience through the battles. However, this is a high risk gamble. With only one champion crowned each year and an incredibly competitive level of skill, the odds are very challenging. While it is fantastic for advancing the art and innovation of beatboxing, it's far from the safest route to establish yourself as an artist. Today you can find professional beatboxers who have taken this path, from Whipswan and Skiller to Collapse and River, as well as the Beatbox House, Saro in the loop station scene, and Berrywam for Cruise. All of these artists have participated in the biggest battles in the world and rightfully earned their titles. It is hard to quantify the amount of money you can make from these activities, as it largely depends on the number of shows you perform and the size of your audience. However, if you have a large audience, these activities can provide enough income to thrive sustainably. You can even invest your earnings into artistic projects and continue to grow your career. In France, there's a legal status called Entertainment Industry Contract Worker. The French system is called Intermittent du Spectacle. It is a system designed for artists and technicians working in the entertainment industry. It provides financial support during periods of inactivity between gigs. To qualify, individuals must work a minimum number of 507 hours over a year. It makes about 43 days of work, and in return, they receive unemployment benefits and social security coverage. On average, it can range from 1 to 2,000 euros per month in unemployment benefits, with the potential to earn more during periods of active work. The total income is a combination of benefits and wages from gigs. This system is very interesting because it allows you to earn comfortably during show periods, while staying safe between periods of inactivity between gigs. This is the path that Potsike has followed. Their show is fantastic, innovative, and they perform hundreds of gigs each year. Check it out. As many of you watching my videos are Indian, American, or English, there is no direct equivalent to that system. Therefore, you can still work as a freelance. I encourage you to research the freelance status in your country to understand your rights and opportunities. This is where things get interesting, at least for me, as it is the path I've chosen to follow. Although I'm an artist, I never took the time to design a show meant to be performed 43 times a year. Just to remind you, that is the number of dates needed to qualify for the entertainment industry contract worker status in France. However, I have already designed a 45-minute show including both solo and tag team formats, which I really enjoy, as well as 20-minute solo performances. Even though I love traveling and performing, I've come to appreciate more geographical stability with occasional trips here and there. I enjoy doing sports, working on my business, eating at specific times, spending time with my family, and allowing myself space to reflect and nurture my spirituality. Being a freelancer means running your business as an independent. There is no hierarchy dictating what you should do or shouldn't do, and personally, I have never felt fulfilled in a 9-to-5 job. On the other hand, you need to search for innovative ideas and make the right decisions for executing them in order for your business to grow and thrive sustainably. More than freelancing, I would say that entrepreneurship is what truly drives me. I enjoy dedicating a few months to focusing on artistry and then shifting my priorities to entrepreneurship, creating a natural cycle. The income you make with your own business depends on many factors, such as your positioning in the market, the quality of your services and products, your target audience, your marketing, your branding, and so many things that would make this list very long. With a proper execution, you can always leverage your business to make a sustainable source of income way higher than a traditional 9-to-5 job. On the other hand, if you're offering low value or have a small audience, you might struggle financially for a long time. It is a journey through the desert that you will need to push through. As an entrepreneurial beatboxer, you have the freedom to organize your workday in your own terms. It's up to you to decide which actions to take in order to generate income. However, beyond making money, you need a strong why, and you must provide value that aligns with the problems you want to solve. For example, the reasons I teach, create content, and produce beatbox are to educate beatboxers on intense training, artistry, and business, helping them grow continuously in a healthy way, both mentally and physically. Additionally, I strive to enhance the audio quality of beatbox productions. Identify your values and understand what the beatboxing needs, and you'll find your path as an entrepreneur within the community. Even if you're not an artist or a teacher, there's still a role for you. You could be an event organizer, an application developer, or a music hardware engineer. We beatboxers also benefit a lot from external perspectives. Let's combine our skills to make beatbox more accessible, more popular, and safer for everyone. Regarding my positioning that focuses on training and production, my job involves a variety of tasks. Let's break some of them down. This is my main source of income. I teach one-on-one classes, group sessions, and also conduct physical workshops in school or leisure centers. I create ebooks, premium video courses, and training programs as a way to generate passive income. The traffic from my videos directs viewers to these digital products. This includes everything from writing to publishing, as well as shooting and editing videos. Content creation not only helps new people learn, but also allows me to reach potential clients. I strongly believe that a responsive and helpful support provides a better experience for the students I work with. This involves managing my mailbox, creating stories and posts, and fostering connections between beatboxers through platforms like Discord or newsletter. You can join them through the links in description. These are a part of the free content I provide. All my work wouldn't be sustainable without marketing. Marketing is essentially about communication, promoting my classes and products, connecting with my audience, and reaching more people. This includes writing newsletter, crafting sales page for my products, collaborating with other beatboxers, identifying relevant topics for my content, and participating in meetings or calls to close deals. To maintain my status as a professional beatboxer, regular training is essential. Thankfully, my job allows me to dedicate time to improving my skills, mastering techniques, and creating whenever inspiration strikes. I also use this time to produce my own tracks, whether they are purely beatbox or combined with electronic sounds. Hey, boom. Over the years, I've built my current setup. My desktop PC and my laptop, my microphones, my headphones. I only work with headphones and I don't need to invest in monitoring speakers since my brother owns ATCs, which are more than sufficient for mixing and mastering at higher volume. I also have my loop station RC505 Mark I, which I use primarily for workshops, my Bose S1 Pro system that I use during my workshops as well and for my training sessions, my sound card which I use for production, and the shooting lights and the camera. In total, this gear has cost me this amount of money over the past 5 years. When it comes to knowledge and skills building, I spent significant time and money learning from the best. I've purchased courses that have greatly improved my abilities, such as production courses, social media training, and business growth books. I also spent money on courses that didn't provide me much value, either because they weren't suited to my needs or I wasn't ready for them, like singing courses that I didn't manage to practice consistently. On the other hand, vocal technique lessons, such as those from Chris the Audion, have significantly improved my ear and my pitching. Thank you, Chris, if you're watching. In total, I have invested this amount of money in skill development over 5 years. As a producer, I've paid for a DAW and a variety of plugins to achieve the sound textures I envisioned. This process involved error and trial, requiring both time and money. So far, I have spent between 1,000 and 1,500 on audio software and plugins. Nowadays, I primarily use a small selection of plugins for production, mixing, and mastering. Running a business also involves ongoing expenses, such as subscriptions and travel costs. For example, my website alone cost me this amount of money per year, including the website builder, the newsletter services, my domain name, and extra features like storage and video hosting. I also subscribe to various services such as Spotify for artists, video editing software, or visual effects tools. These subscriptions amount to approximately this amount of money per year. It is super important to know that for every 100 euros my business earns, I don't receive fully the 100 euros for my personal use. If I sell something from my website, I pay 3% to transaction fees. As a freelancer, I also pay 24% in social charges, and some businesses pay up to 50%. This means I keep roughly 43 euros out of 100, which is still a very good margin. From these 43 euros, I allocate funds to cover expenses, reinvest in my business, save, live, and give back. I personally keep around 20% of my income for personal living expenses. All of this adds up as my activities are diverse. Teaching, content creation, and music production each require significant investments in gear and years of skill building. To sum up, over the past 5 years, I've spent a total of this, and this amount of money, which makes this amount, which averages out to this amount per year and approximately this amount of money per month. That makes a lot of money, I get you, and here's the bare minimum you need to professionalize yourself as a beatboxer. Starting with teaching, to give workshops, you objectively need no initial investment, as you can practice beatboxing without any gear. However, bringing your own audio system can definitely improve the quality of your workshop. A microphone and speakers are usually efficient. A loop station isn't necessary. I only use mine to display beatbox videos through a computer and a video projector provided by the hosting organization. You should also factor in travel expenses. Having your own car can make it easier to find workshops, especially if you live in the countryside and need to drive to different locations. However, if you're based in a city, public transportation is often sufficient. If you aim to give online classes, all you need is Discord, a smartphone, or a computer, and social medias to promote them. In short, you can start making money with 0 euros through teaching. If you want to make money through audio production, you will likely need to invest significant time and money to find the right plugins and perfect your skills. Audio production includes tasks such as sound design for projects, mixing and mastering wildcards or tracks for others, and a lot of more other tasks. Most those are quite expensive, not to mention the cost of professional plugins like limiters, compressors, and EQs. However, there are many free alternatives that deliver professional quality sound, which I have discovered over the years, and I might dive deeper into that in the future. For starters, you can use Reaper, a DAW with a free version that has no limitation, and pair it with a selection of free plugins. With tools like free EQs, reverbs, compressors, distortions, and limiters, you can produce tracks that sound professional. And in fact, I also offer production lessons that focus on these three alternatives. Finding and mastering these tools took me years of research and study to achieve a professional sound. After all, producing like a pro is 80% about skills and 20% about the tools you use. The biggest expense as a beginner producer isn't gear, but the time and effort spent studying audio and refining your skills through tutorials, courses, and lessons. In short, you can start producing for €0 as well, but I definitely recommend investing your money in skills and a DAW. You can get an affordable DAW such as FL Studio or Ableton for this range of price. But remember, you can start with Reaper for €0. If your goal is to become a professional beatboxer through content creation, investing a bit in improving your content quality can make a big difference. You can absolutely start now with just your smartphone, but enhancing your setup with a decent lighting can significantly improve the look of your videos. If you're recording close to your smartphone, you likely won't need an external microphone right away. A camera can always be a later investment if you want to take your video quality to the next level. In short, you can get started today for €0 using just your smartphone, its built-in microphone, and free editing software like CapCut. Pursuing a career through battles is one of the most expensive paths, mainly due to high travel costs and the lack of guaranteed payment. Estimating the overall cost of this path is nearly impossible since it depends on how long it takes for your career to take off, and even once you're established, you will need to actively maintain your career. Don't just wait for external organizations to contact you for events. You need to stay proactive and create opportunities for yourself. You have probably heard the quote, luck equals opportunity plus preparation. I would take it a step further and say, opportunity plus preparation equals success. What often looks like success on the surface actually hides years of struggle, hustle, dupes, and hard work behind the scenes. Like the battle route, pursuing a career as a performer comes with significant uncertainties in both time and financial investment. Making your project work financially requires strong dedication and daily consistency in areas like composition, rehearsals, artist branding, and business management. As with battles, estimating the cost of this path is nearly impossible unless you meticulously track your entire process. It is a high-risk gamble that requires both patience and perseverance. So what should you do? Well, these are personal choices, and there is no definitive right or wrong path. By understanding what each route involves, you can make a more informed decision that aligns with your goals and lifestyle. Personally, I chose the entrepreneurial and studio artist route because it is what drives me and fits my way of life. Now, how much can you expect to earn? This answer depends first on which route you take and how you manage your business as a beatboxer. The country you live in will also make a difference, as your legal status and rates will vary. From my experience, I have been able to earn a decent living by combining multiple income streams, workshops, coaching, digital products, occasional gigs, audio production, and YouTube. These activities not only cover my expenses, but also allow me to reinvest in a better gear. With just a few thousand subscribers, my audience has been enough to support my career as a beatboxer. Additionally, I take on other work like video editing, which isn't directly related to beatboxing. It is a combination of all these activities that sustains my income as both a beatboxer and producer. It is important to note that beatboxing alone doesn't cover all my expenses. It is the diversity of income sources that makes it possible. Some periods thankfully bring in more income than others. So learning how to manage these fluctuations are an important part of the game. The message I want to share is this: you don't need to be a GBB champion to take beatboxing seriously or pursue it professionally. With 1,000 of dedicated fans, it is absolutely possible to make a living as a beatboxer. The most important steps are committing to your craft, building not only your audience but also your network and developing your services, whether as an artist or an entrepreneur. The message of this video is pretty simple. There is no predefined path to success, even though the battle route might seem like the most dominant one in beatboxing. From Andrew Hong's book, I have learned that you can create your own rules by staying true to your values that resonate the most deeply within you. Get out there and build your own experience. Try, fail, try again, succeed, fail once more, and succeed again. That's the essence of growth. Your journey as an artist or entrepreneur is about experimentation. Some things will work, some other won't, and that's perfectly okay. After all, why should the universe care about your successes or failures? What matters is that you care enough to act. Start now and your future self will thank you. Thank you for watching this video. I wish you the best of health, love, and wealth in the years to come. Take care and see you soon.
Hey, boom.